Hello everyone. Welcome back to our channel. Honesty is one of the most respected qualities a person can have. From childhood, we are taught to always be honest, to always speak the truth, and to never lie. And honesty is important. However, there is something many people learn later in life. Being honest does not mean saying everything that comes to your mind. Sometimes, being too honest can create problems in relationships, work, and even in personal growth. The key is learning the difference between honesty and unnecessary honesty. In this video, we will explore why being too honest can sometimes work against you and how smart honesty can help you live a better life. Lesson 1. Not every thought needs to be spoken. One of the most important things to understand about honesty is that not every thought in your mind needs to be spoken. Many people believe that being honest means saying exactly what they think at every moment. If something comes into their mind, they feel the need to express it immediately. But real wisdom is understanding that honesty also requires control and awareness. Our minds produce many thoughts every day. Some of these thoughts are useful, thoughtful, and constructive. But many other thoughts are simply emotional reactions. They may appear when we feel angry, frustrated, jealous, or impatient. If we speak every thought without thinking, we may hurt people or create unnecessary problems. Words are powerful. Once spoken, they cannot be taken back. For example, imagine you are upset with someone and you say something harsh in the moment. Later, when the emotion disappears, you may regret those words. But by that time, the damage may already be done. This is why emotionally intelligent people learn to pause before speaking. They ask themselves a simple but powerful question. Is this necessary to say? Sometimes the answer is yes. Honest communication can solve problems, clarify misunderstandings, and strengthen relationships. But sometimes the answer is no. Some thoughts are simply reactions that do not need to be expressed. In those moments, silence is often wiser than speaking. Wise individuals understand that honesty does not mean speaking constantly. It means choosing the right words at the right moment. Another reason not every thought should be spoken is that people interpret words differently. What you say may sound normal or harmless to you, but another person may hear it in a completely different way. A simple comment may feel like criticism or disrespect to someone else. This does not mean you must constantly hide your opinions. It simply means you should think carefully about how and when to express them. For example, if someone shows you their work and asks for your opinion, you can be honest while still being respectful. Instead of saying something harsh, you can offer constructive feedback that helps them improve. This type of thoughtful honesty builds trust. On the other hand, speaking every negative thought immediately can damage relationships. People who constantly express criticism or blunt opinions may believe they are simply being honest, but others may begin to see them as rude or insensitive. Over time, this behavior can create distance in relationships. Another important point is that silence can sometimes protect peace. Not every disagreement needs to become an argument. Not every opinion needs to be defended. Sometimes allowing a conversation to pass without reacting is the wiser choice. People who understand this skill often avoid unnecessary conflicts. They save their energy for conversations that truly matter. This does not mean suppressing important issues forever. If something important needs to be discussed, it should be communicated clearly and respectfully. But the key is choosing the right moment and the right words. Developing this skill requires self-awareness. It requires noticing your emotions before they turn into words. When you feel anger or frustration, it can help to pause, take a breath, and allow your mind to calm down before speaking. This simple pause often prevents many unnecessary problems. Over time, this habit creates stronger communication skills. People begin to see you as thoughtful and balanced rather than impulsive. In the end, true honesty is not about speaking everything you think. True honesty is about speaking what is necessary, helpful, and meaningful. When you learn to control your words and choose them wisely, your honesty becomes more powerful and more respected. And that ability to think before speaking becomes one of the most important skills for building strong relationships and a peaceful life. Lesson 2. Honesty without kindness becomes harshness. Honesty is an important quality, but honesty without kindness can easily become harshness. Many people believe that if they are telling the truth, it does not matter how they say it. They say things like, "I am just being honest," or "I always speak the truth," even when their words hurt others. But the truth is that honesty should never be used as an excuse for being rude or insensitive. There is a big difference between honest communication and harsh criticism. Honest communication helps people understand situations better and encourages improvement. Harsh criticism, on the other hand, often makes people feel embarrassed, discouraged, or disrespected. Wise individuals understand that truth can be shared in a respectful and thoughtful way. For example, imagine a coworker or friend asking for your opinion about something they have done. If you dislike their work, saying something like "this is terrible" may be honest, but it is not helpful. Instead, a thoughtful person might say, "I think this part could be improved if you try this approach." The message remains honest, but it is delivered with respect and kindness. This difference is very important in building strong relationships. People feel more comfortable listening to honest feedback when it is given with care and respect. But when honesty is delivered with harshness, people often become defensive. Instead of learning from the feedback, they focus on protecting their feelings. Another reason kindness is important in honesty is that everyone has struggles we cannot see. A person may already feel insecure about something they have done. A harsh comment at the wrong moment can damage their confidence. Kindness does not mean hiding the truth. It means presenting the truth in a way that helps rather than hurts. People who combine honesty with kindness often become trusted individuals. Others feel safe asking for their opinion because they know the feedback will be honest but also respectful. This balance creates stronger communication. Another important aspect of this lesson is understanding intention. Before speaking honestly, it can be helpful to ask yourself a simple question. Am I saying this to help, or am I saying this to release my frustration? If the intention is truly to help someone grow, the words will usually sound supportive and constructive. But if the intention is to criticize or prove a point, the words may sound sharp and hurtful. Honesty guided by good intentions builds trust. Honesty guided by anger or pride often creates conflict. Wise individuals also understand that tone matters. The same sentence can sound very different depending on how it is spoken. A calm and respectful tone shows care, while a harsh tone can make even simple words sound offensive. Because of this, emotionally intelligent people pay attention not only to their words, but also to their tone and attitude. They communicate in a way that keeps conversations productive rather than damaging. Another powerful habit is learning when to speak and when to wait. Sometimes honesty delivered during a moment of anger or stress can create unnecessary problems. Waiting for a calmer moment allows both people to think clearly and understand each other better. This patience strengthens communication. In the end, honesty is a powerful tool, but like any powerful tool, it must be used wisely. Truth without kindness can damage relationships. But truth combined with respect, empathy, and patience can strengthen trust and create meaningful connections. When people learn to share honest thoughts in a kind and thoughtful way, their words become more valuable and more respected. And this balanced approach to honesty becomes an important skill for building healthy relationships and a peaceful life. Lesson 3. Protect your personal information. Another important reason not to be too honest is learning how to protect your personal information. Many people believe that honesty means sharing everything about their life with others. They talk openly about their struggles, their plans, their weaknesses, and their personal problems with almost anyone. At first, this may feel like openness and honesty. But in reality, sharing too much personal information with the wrong people can create unnecessary problems. Not everyone in the world has good intentions. Some people may listen to your personal information not because they care about you, but because they are curious or even judgmental. Others may use the information you share against you in the future. This is why wise individuals understand the difference between honesty and privacy. Being honest does not mean revealing every detail of your life to everyone you meet. Privacy is a form of self-respect. When you protect your personal information, you maintain control over your life and your reputation. For example, imagine sharing your biggest fears or personal struggles with someone you barely know. That person may not understand your situation or may even speak about it to others. What you shared in trust may suddenly become public information. This can create embarrassment, misunderstanding, or unnecessary gossip. Rare individuals avoid this situation by being careful about what they share and with whom they share it. They understand that trust must be earned. Before revealing personal details, they observe whether the other person is trustworthy, respectful, and supportive. Another important area where privacy matters is your goals and plans. Sometimes people reveal their ambitions and future plans to everyone around them. While it may feel exciting to talk about your dreams, not everyone will respond positively. Some people may doubt your abilities, criticize your plans, or discourage you because they cannot see your vision. Negative opinions can weaken motivation and create unnecessary pressure. This is why many successful individuals prefer to work quietly. They focus on progress rather than conversation. Instead of telling everyone about their goals, they allow their results to speak for them. Protecting personal information also protects your emotional well-being. When you share too many personal struggles with people who do not truly care, their reactions may disappoint you. They may ignore your concerns, judge you unfairly, or respond without empathy. This can make you feel misunderstood or unsupported. But when you choose carefully whom you trust, your conversations become more meaningful. Sharing personal experiences with the right people, such as close friends, family members, or mentors, can provide valuable guidance and emotional support. These trusted individuals listen with understanding and offer advice that helps you grow. Another reason to protect personal information is that mystery can create respect. People often respect individuals who maintain healthy boundaries. When someone does not reveal everything about themselves, others see them as more thoughtful and disciplined. This does not mean becoming secretive or distant. It simply means understanding that not everyone needs to know every detail of your life. Wise individuals practice balanced honesty. They are truthful when necessary, but they also protect their private life. They understand that their thoughts, struggles, and ambitions are valuable and should only be shared with people who genuinely deserve their trust. Over time, this habit creates stronger relationships and greater personal security. The truth is simple. Honesty is important, but wisdom teaches us that privacy is equally valuable. When you learn to protect your personal information and share it only with trustworthy people, you maintain control over your life and your peace of mind. And that balance between honesty and privacy becomes an important part of living wisely in the modern world. Lesson 4. Timing matters. Another important reason not to be too honest is understanding that timing matters. Even the truth, when spoken at the wrong moment, can create misunderstanding, conflict, or unnecessary pain. Many people believe that honesty should always be immediate. If something is on their mind, they feel the need to say it right away. They do not consider the situation, the emotions involved, or whether the other person is ready to hear what they are about to say. But wise individuals understand that the right message delivered at the wrong time can still cause problems. Timing plays a powerful role in communication. For example, imagine someone who has just experienced a stressful or emotional situation. If you immediately criticize their actions or point out their mistakes, they may react defensively. Even if your intention is helpful, they may feel attacked instead of supported. However, if the same message is delivered later, when emotions are calm and the person is more open to listening, the conversation may become productive and meaningful. This is why patience is an important part of honest communication. Rare individuals do not rush to express every opinion immediately. They observe the situation and wait for the right moment to speak. This thoughtful approach increases the chances that their words will be understood and respected. Another example of timing appears in professional environments. In workplaces, honesty must often be balanced with awareness. If someone publicly criticizes a coworker in front of others, even if the criticism is honest, it can embarrass that person and damage the working relationship. But discussing the issue privately and respectfully creates a completely different outcome. The same truth is communicated, but the timing and environment protect dignity and respect. Timing also matters in personal relationships. Sometimes people feel frustrated or upset and decide to express everything they feel in that moment. But strong emotions can easily turn honest words into hurtful statements. Later, when emotions settle, those words may be regretted. Wise individuals understand that honesty spoken in anger is rarely helpful. They take time to calm down before discussing important issues. This pause allows them to express their thoughts more clearly and respectfully. Another reason timing matters is that people process information differently. Some individuals need time to reflect and understand feedback. If too much honesty is delivered too quickly, they may feel overwhelmed or discouraged. Thoughtful communication respects the other person's ability to receive and process the message. By choosing the right moment, honesty becomes more constructive rather than destructive. Timing also demonstrates emotional intelligence. Emotionally intelligent people are aware of how others feel and how their words may affect them. They observe body language, tone, and emotional state before starting important conversations. This awareness helps them communicate in a way that maintains respect and understanding. Another powerful benefit of good timing is that it protects relationships. Relationships grow stronger when communication feels respectful and supportive. But poorly timed honesty can create unnecessary tension. When people feel attacked or embarrassed, trust can weaken. By choosing the right moment, honesty becomes a tool for strengthening relationships rather than damaging them. This does not mean avoiding difficult conversations forever. Important issues should still be addressed. The key is approaching them with patience, calm thinking, and respect for the right moment. Wise individuals understand that communication is not only about what is said, it is also about when it is said and how it is delivered. In the end, truth is most powerful when it is combined with patience and awareness. When you learn to choose the right moment for honest conversations, your words become more effective and meaningful. And that understanding of timing becomes an important skill for maintaining strong relationships and peaceful communication in life. Lesson 5. Not everyone deserves your complete honesty. Another important reason not to be too honest is understanding that not everyone deserves your complete honesty. Many people grow up believing that they must always reveal their true thoughts, feelings, and intentions to everyone around them. But life teaches an important lesson. Trust must be earned. Not every person in your life will have good intentions. Some people may listen to your words not because they care about you, but because they are curious, judgmental, or even competitive. If you share too much with the wrong people, they may use your words against you. This is why wise individuals learn to be selective with their honesty. They are honest with people who respect them, support them, and have proven themselves trustworthy. But they remain careful and reserved with people who have not earned that trust. Being selective with honesty does not mean becoming dishonest or manipulative. It simply means protecting your thoughts, plans, and vulnerabilities until you know someone deserves to hear them. For example, imagine sharing your biggest weaknesses or personal struggles with someone who enjoys criticizing others. Instead of offering support, that person might use your vulnerability to judge you or spread negative opinions about you. This experience can damage trust and confidence. But when you share your thoughts with people who genuinely care, those conversations can become powerful sources of support and understanding. Trusted friends, mentors, or family members often provide helpful advice and encouragement. Another area where selective honesty is important is in competitive environments. In workplaces, business, or professional settings, revealing every plan or strategy may not always be wise. Some people may take your ideas or attempt to create obstacles. Successful individuals understand this reality. They share information carefully and protect their strategies until the right time. This thoughtful approach helps them maintain control over their progress. Selective honesty also protects emotional well-being. When someone constantly reveals their personal feelings to people who do not care, they may feel repeatedly misunderstood or ignored. Over time, this can lead to frustration or disappointment. But when honesty is shared with people who genuinely listen and respect your experiences, conversations become more meaningful and supportive. Another important reason for selective honesty is maintaining dignity. Some situations do not require full emotional exposure. For example, when dealing with people who are negative, disrespectful, or manipulative, revealing your true emotions may only encourage them to continue their behavior. In these situations, calm distance and limited communication are often wiser choices. Rare individuals understand the power of emotional boundaries. They do not allow everyone access to their deepest thoughts and feelings. Instead, they protect their inner world and share it only with those who have demonstrated loyalty and respect. Over time, this habit creates stronger and healthier relationships. The people who earn your trust will value the honesty you share with them. Because your honesty is not given freely to everyone, it becomes more meaningful. In the end, honesty is a powerful quality, but it must be guided by wisdom. Not everyone deserves access to your deepest thoughts, your plans, or your vulnerabilities. By choosing carefully who you trust, you protect your peace of mind, your goals, and your emotional strength. And this balance between honesty and discretion becomes one of the most important skills for navigating relationships and life successfully. If you enjoyed this video and found these ideas valuable, make sure to like the video, share it with your friends, and subscribe to the channel for more powerful lessons about mindset, personal growth, and success. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next video.